Imagine your teenager actually listening to you, or not flying off the handle when you've asked them to do a simple chore. Or maybe they do seek your advice and they do respect you and they want to talk to you without things going sour. You know, all of this can happen because we learnt so much from our own parents. Naturally, we just picked up things along the way. And some things we liked and some things we swore we'd never repeat. But how often have you been talking to your child thinking, God, I sound exactly like my own parents right now? So a lot of our parenting is based on our past experience. And some of us have had good experience and some of us have had bad experience. But it doesn't mean we're bad people. It just means sometimes we haven't had the right answer. And there's no script in parenting. But we can drive our children away unintentionally with the things we say. We can push them away and they can rebel against us, and then they become defiant, and then we argue with them, and then we're just aggravating the whole situation. And it all comes down to just this one thing. Communication really is the key to any great relationship. And today I'm going to give you a tip that can improve the attitude and behavior in your household. Hi, my name's Selena, and I've got 3 children and 3 stepchildren in a blended family, and we're raising teenagers, and it can get pretty overwhelming. And when we blended our families together, it wasn't easy. I was catapulted into parenting teenagers, and my biological children didn't think I was always being fair because I didn't always have the confidence to speak with my stepchildren the same way I could speak with them, because I was fearful that I might aggravate them, and then that might cause a divide between us, or a divide between my new partner and I. And if we're not on the same parenting page, this whole ship was going to sink. And we already knew the pain of divorce. So we really wanted to work on our communication. And as our tweens turned into teenagers and they're dealing with all their own pressures like school and social, and maybe, they're starting to make their own decisions or hang out with people that they don't always want to tell us about, or maybe they weren't coping very well with everything that's going on. So it's really hard to talk to a teenager who doesn't want to talk to you. And they can start to push us away or rebel against us. And then we worry and feel frustrated because we feel like we're failing them. And we don't need another layer of guilt added into this parenting gig. So we definitely had to work on our communication, because during the teenage years, it is critical to keep that dialogue open. So the one thing I learned was some communication techniques that improved our relationship, and I can guarantee it will improve your relationships in your house as well. So if you want to learn how to have less agitation and more cooperation, or you want to learn how to diffuse arguments, or you want to hear your kids out and work out a positive way moving forward, or you just want to have a household where everyone feels the freedom to express themselves, and you want to raise resilient and confident kids and just have a whole lot more fun, then this is for you. Now, we've collated these few conversation techniques that are based on neuroscience and life coaching principles, and we've put them into bite-sized chunks designed especially for overwhelmed parents in an online course, and they're really easy to learn. The course is called the Positive Conversation Toolkit: How to Talk to Teens and Tweens Without Losing Your Cool, and it can help you do all these things. Now, these tools and frameworks aren't just something you can apply to your kids. You can use them with your partner, or out with your friends, or with your work colleagues. And you'll get the added benefit of building great relationships, because you'll be able to use these simple frameworks and steer conversations away from arguments while still having everyone feeling heard and understood. And you won't have to bulldoze a conversation or dominate it where you just end up with people giving you blank stares. You'll really be able to build a connection, and you'll start to feel like a great conversationalist, even with your family or work or out socially. And I know this course can work for you. Now, I'm not saying it can cure everything. If your child is seeking medical treatment or professional help or is on medication, it's definitely not to replace that. It can certainly help and support you and support your child, but it's not to replace it. This is more for when you're trying to sort out a poor or lazy attitude, or there's repeat behavior that really needs changing before you lose your marbles again. Or maybe they're struggling with school pressures and you really want to talk to them in a way that's really supporting them. Or maybe you just want to motivate them to be a bit more energized and up and at 'em. Or maybe you're just dealing with teenagers and you just want them to be a bit more cooperative and a bit more respectful around the household. When you finish this course, you'll be able to handle just about anything your child throws at you, because you'll be able to see it and then very respectfully counter it, where you're not the bad guy, you're not the boogeyman, and you'll be role modeling these beautiful communication techniques to your children. So if you want to improve the hell that you're in of self-doubt, confusion, or exhaustion, and transform it to a place of confidence and connection and a whole lot more fun, this can help you get there. Now, I understand your time and money is valuable, and I'm not going to waste either. And I absolutely guarantee it. Put the Positive Conversation Toolkit into action. And if in the first 30 days you don't see any improvement in attitude or behavior, let us know. We will work with you for another 30 days. And if within that 60-day period, you don't see any improvement in the attitude or behavior in your household, we will refund your small investment 100%. So you have nothing to lose and so much to gain. So why don't you do this? Click on the button below and let's get you onto the road of wellness. My name's Selena and I really look forward to meeting you on the inside.